Okay, this will be the bass audio track. We'll let the bass plug in. Should we add an audio track? Yeah, sounds like a good idea. So we'll do some audio work here right now. I had done this clip, brought it in, um, cut and deleted some of it, added up, sped some of it up, and this is the um, Grezzel's office, admin office, and bunkhouse is what we're going to be working on here. And these are the signs I had done earlier, and I'm bringing them in for the admin office. Is that one's pretty much done? I think I got that one as much as I want to. Sometimes you can add too much, and um, so I'm going to move on. Otherwise, you can spend days and days working on some of this stuff. But it's the weekend, and it's a good time to put in some work on it. And I did the next building in line, which, like I said, would be what I had done earlier. I think there's a clip where I had done it earlier and showed how I built the other office for Grezzel, and I'm going to I do similar here. It's going to be a little different though, but I think it turned out like a pretty good build. I got a good interior in there, and there's Grezzel's den right there. That is, like I said, that there is like an admin office. There's an area where they can do recordings. They can do voice recordings. They got 3 green screens there where they could put maybe scenes from a different part of the park and interview people, setting up like maybe an ad where maybe they can bring in special guests that maybe they can be interviewed about certain rides or new rides, maybe like the first person to ride a new ride or something like that. You can create different things there, and that's what that part on the left there is for, is that kind of work. And then there's a warehouse upstairs where I just made this sign for Grezzel's Dance Speedway, which is the park I'm working on now. So I put one in storage. So yeah, it adds to the look of it and kind of gives it a backstory of some sort. And I've got like animatronics throughout there, so it don't look like it's just sitting empty and no one's using it. So I've got a couple sitting at desks doing work on computers, and shoot, why not? The computers can be tied into different things in the park, and different individuals have different responsibilities. Maybe one is communication with the security officers that have their own security building now. I put that in earlier, right across from Foxy, where I got a video camera that can video camera Foxy doing her spiel selling coffee. So, and nothing like a nice cup of coffee to start your day, because there's a lot to see. Not right now. I mean, we just started building too, so there's just a lot of this stuff. There's no access for customers and guests, so that's why I'm building this stuff, and it's creating an entrance, a facade coming in, and kind of gives an idea that maybe there's a staff working. Um, and so we won't tell the customers that they're robots. Takes me out of the part. No, I'm just kidding. But it's just, like I said, a lot of this is done so that when I post it in the blueprints and put the park out there, if people want to take a look at the park and then they go through the buildings, at least I got stuff in the buildings. They don't look empty. So, and that's the reason I do lots. Plus, it's fun. I like it. I enjoy it. Like creating the desk. I use the computer stand they have, and then I mixed it with the table and a lamp. seeing. And if I could find a small little um, like flower stuff, I could put it on the desks. But I don't think there's anything that small. But we have some big pieces of candy though. That's in there that we can use. And I used a little bit of that in winter Candyland. And not so much here yet. I haven't found unless they start doing like a, like a gingerbread theme area where you got gingerbread houses and little village, and then you can do something like that there, and that will work out pretty decent. Maybe simple little slow rides for children, and you can make like a children area that you got a, you know, fairy tale type thing, the gingerbread, and there's some neat things you can play with for icing, for decorations around windows, and so there's so much to do, so much you can do, I should say. And so here I am working on that Grezzel's office, his admin office, and like I said, the other buildings like that admin office, that's for the whole park. This is basically Grezzel's office, and like I said, I put a bunkhouse upstairs for the crews of his tank crews that go out on World of Tanks, and crews that go out for World of Warships. But I might build another bunkhouse way over where that boat you see sitting out there, because I've got some water sitting there, and I can create an area with for sailing, a port, and stuff like that. And I'll create something similar as tank garage, but it'll be a ship garage or a ship port to go to World of Warships and fight battles out there at sea using destroyers, cruisers, battleships, and even aircraft carriers. And I think there's some Marines out there too. I thought I seen a couple, but I haven't learned captain one of those. I think you have to buy into it or something. I'll look into it more when I start getting back into it. I just want to get these buildings caught up. Like I said, I had them built. They're looking really good. I like the way they look. But see, now I'm getting a little better at keeping things looking a little neater. See, like filing cabinets. See, that's one of those little trolley things. I just stack them together. And I use them later too for like lockers, so it's kind of neat, the different things you can build. So we want a little bit of light at night, make it look like there's people in the building, that it's not just sitting empty, even when the park is open at night. So you got to run different things, and like I said, there's a room there for old Griz's treasures and stuff he's found in his ventures. And I don't know, I'm just making a lot of this up, kind of putting in a backstory. And I'm using Grezzel as my main character for the backstory, and it fits, it ties in, it works, doing the franchise thing. And it gives you something to build to, or gives you an idea of what different things you can do when you got a theme going. So then it'll be nice to get these done, then I can start working on bringing in some of the rides. I want to bring in the logging ride that I built for Winter Candyland. I want to bring in the runaway train, No Brakes Express, set that up, and that'll be Olaf logging area. And I want to build a dark ride underneath the logging ride, and I'm gonna put like a hideout, like a bandit's hideout in there, and I'm gonna have a river rafting go through there, maybe a train too. If I put in a train to get to these different areas way out that people don't have to walk, they can use a train. I'll build some depots, but that's going to be coming in pretty soon, because I always like putting it in the track first. I'll do a raised track so it's above, and people can walk underneath, and you can build stuff underneath it too. So it works pretty. See there, see how I made a bigger death out of the one that and it looks cool. Yeah, somebody's got to have all the computers running all the machinery, and she's doing it. You know, all some good at the robots. It's just looks like someone sitting in the building when all the lights are on and you're looking at it. So, but I don't want to use too many of these robots. It might limit memory and stuff like that when you get all this stuff working at the same time. Because I had one, well, the Speedway I had on PC that crashed. I had so much stuff in there, and I'm kind of trying to recreate it a little bit, and so that'll be one of the things I'll be working on too, is putting in the racetrack. And I'll have to see if they got one already built or if I have to build it from scratch. But I can do it both ways. Building it from scratch, you can build your own little pattern. Maybe a figure eight type thing. But the only problem there is your guests, they'll run through each other. Because you got collision off, so you build some of this stuff. So they'd pass through each other. So, well, you can have like a big old figure eight, and the bridge goes over while the track comes around, and then it goes down underneath the bridge and comes back around, goes back up over the bridge, just like an old slot car tracks back in the day. We used to play with those, man. It's just, I never slowed down, so I always spun out on the corners, but took a while to figure out that. Hey, we got some bass going on here. Yeah, I had the bass running when I did the track and brought it in, so that's this here track called too. It's called bass track because I got the bass going in the background along with some of the music from Share Factory. And then we got the Prairie Dog family in there. You can hear them from time to time. And then we got my audio track that I'm putting in now, doing some narration and talking about the build as we're building it. And I'm watching it as we all are. And there you go. I didn't know where else to put that. Maybe, I might change that to a brick wall. I could change both of those, and that way that'd look a little better than it sitting on the window like that. But see, that's why I watch these things. I can go back and fix that. I think I'll do that. That's just like getting shots of Foxy here with the different cameras I've put in, the security cameras. So I'm moving the pole so I can get her in the shot, and then that way I can do, even when I start running the park or stop, take it off pause, then I can use these cameras and zoom in, make some clips about her, entertaining the crowd and selling coffee. She's good at it. That's why I got her back. I put her in here. First entertainer to be brought into this park is Foxy, and created a little corner for her. She's got her own staff building that other staff can use, but she's got a place where she can go and relax, and then come back out and do her shows again, and mingle with the guests and get them to buy coffee. I guess it's good coffee. It's a franchise. I got it in all my parks. So now, like I said, I'm going to do something similar to this, but I'm going to do it with Frontier Atlas. There's a different name for it. I think Sheriff Factory got it, but that's the one entertainer in my park. I call her Frontier Alice, and she's part of the exploratory issue to find logs and stuff for Olaf Logging. That's what she works for. Oh, not long enough. Here, one more note. There, yeah, we got a little bit of bass in the background. I can hear it from time to time.
Mike's there. We're back in this again.
Yeah, already good.
I'll save this bit because that was just stationary.
Oh, we're getting to the end here. I wouldn't have to sign off. So from Phil, Ed, and Old Grizz and ELE Studios, we thank you for watching. I'll be doing some more drumming and I'll get some more bass going. Hope everyone is being safe out there.